Hello, it's Leslie Fightmaster, and welcome to day 31. We are just moving along, and today's class will focus on chest and shoulders and some abs, I believe. Sit up nice and tall, crossing at the shins. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Close your eyes and set an intention for your practice. Inhale and sweep your arms up as you exhale. Interlace your fingers and reach your palms up toward the ceiling. Stretching out here. Keep the chin level with the earth. Try to turn your pinky fingers back toward the floor behind you a little bit and stretch up. And then release. Roll the shoulders back a couple of times. And then sweep the arms up again. Other pinky in front. And again, face your palms up. And if you can get the arms in line with the ears, then do. Otherwise, bring your hands in front of you and on an angle toward the front of your mat. Keep lifting the chest, but drawing the shoulder blades down the back and bringing your front ribs in towards your body. And then release that. Roll the shoulders back a couple of times and lift your right arm up. And then take your left hand on top of the right elbow as the right elbow bends. And just kind of resist away your right arm from your left hand so you can get a good stretch in the shoulder. Now, normally I would be sitting up on a blanket when I sit. It just helps to lengthen my spine a little bit. So release the arms, but I didn't have one today. But you can feel free to do that if you don't feel comfortable sitting up. Right hand to the left elbow, and then the left elbow is bent. The palm is reaching toward the upper back, and then resist that left elbow away from the right hand. And we'll release that and sweep the arms behind you, interlacing the fingers. Inhale, open up the chest. So I went ahead and rested my hands behind me because I got a nice chest opener that way. If that works for you, do that. Otherwise, you can keep your hands away from the floor and just expand the chest. And then give yourself a hug. You deserve a hug. Right arm on top of the left. Then walk your fingertips toward each other. And allow your shoulder blades to draw down towards your back. And arms out. Interlace the fingers, other pinky on top. Chest expanding, open up, and maybe rest the hands back behind you if that's comfortable. Try to get your shoulder blades to move in toward each other and toward your chest. And then arms out to the sides. Give yourself a hug again. Left arm over right arm. And then walk your hands toward each other. So as you walk the hands in a little bit, you'll get a little more stretch in the shoulder. And then we'll roll forward and come on to the hands and knees, wrist under shoulders, knees under hips. Reach your right arm out to the side. As you exhale, slide it underneath your left arm. Pressing the left fingertips on the floor to twist, and then take them behind your back or reach around to hook onto the right thigh. You can also extend your left leg back. You could also lift it off the floor. Be careful to drop the outer left hip down. I find that I get a nicer twist when I keep the foot at least on the floor or the knee down, because I can use that leverage to really roll my top shoulder open, and I feel like I get better. I get in there a little bit better for me. And then come back into table. And then extend that left arm out to the side, stretch it out, and swing it underneath. And your right arm can go behind the back, either to the low back or hook it onto the thigh. And then we'll extend back with the right leg. And you can keep it off the floor, or you can keep the knee down, or you can tuck the toes. So you don't have to lift the leg at all. Do the best thing that is good for your twist, and then pull your left hip back as you make this twist. And releasing there. And then back to hands and knees. And extending the right leg back, tuck the toes under, draw the left knee into the chest, and then straighten the left leg plank. Right knee in, and extend to plank. Bring the left knee in, and back to plank. Right knee in, step to plank. Take the knees down. Inhale, bring your chest forward. And exhale, round your back chin toward chest. And tucking the back toes again. Bring your left knee in and then plank. And then right knee in, back to plank. Draw the left knee in, then step it to plank. And the right knee in and step to plank. Take the knees down. Inhale, bring the chest forward. Broaden the collarbones. Open the chest. And exhale, lift your hips, stretching back into down dog. And feel free to bicycle the legs here and move any way you like to warm up in your first down dog for the day. Make sure the arms are shoulder distance and your feet are hips width apart. Inhale, ripple your spine forward into plank pose. Take your feet about as wide as the mat. Pop up onto your left fingertips and then sweep your left hand off the floor if you can, maybe resting it at the lower back, and then drop the left shoulder down a little bit. So you want to try and keep the torso nice and stable. Back to plank, pop up onto the right fingertips, maybe lift them up. Lifting the shoulder. You can also keep the fingertips down. That'll definitely help to strengthen as well. Roll the shoulder open a little, drop it down, and back to plank, and lower all the way to your belly. Interlace your fingers behind you and peel your chest up. Press all of your toes down, even your little pinky toes, so your inner thighs will spin up toward the ceiling. Keep the back of your neck long. And then hands by your ribs. Inhale, press into the hands and feet. And exhale, downward dog. Inhale back into plank. Lower down on the exhale. And then interlace your fingers. And again, lift into Shavasana, but with your feet pressing down today. So press all of the toes down. Inner thighs spin up. Lift your belly away from the floor. Gently press your pubic bone down to the floor. Reach the crown of your head forward. Lengthen the back of your neck. Releasing down. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale back into down dog. So expanding the chest. And looking up, step or hop your feet. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. And press down. Inhale, reach all the way up. Look up. And exhale. Pause at the top. Bend your elbows. Keep the elbows pointing straight up and your triceps spinning in towards your face. Draw your front ribs in. Lift your back ribs up. Lengthen through the tailbone. Inhale. Reaching up, exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. Inhale again, reach the arms up. And exhale to fold. Inhale, come halfway up and lengthen. and exhale to plank, knees down or up, chaturanga. Inhaling up dog or cobra, and exhale back into down dog. Keep working on lengthening your spine from your chest all the way to your belly. Look forward, step or jump the feet. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale to fold. Inhale, pressing down, reach all the way up and look up, and exhale the hands to heart. Inhale again, circle the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees a little if you need to. Otherwise, firm the legs. Inhale, look up. Exhale, step or float into chaturanga. Inhaling, press up. And exhaling back. Nice steady breath, inhales and exhales equal in length. In and out through the nose as the ujjayi kind of makes a little sound. Look forward, step or float your feet. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale to fold. So that wasn't me sighing a moment ago, that was me making an ujjayi pranayama sound. Inhale, sweep the arms up, and exhale, hands to heart. Inhale again, circle up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, step or float back. Chaturanga, shoulders no lower than elbows. Inhale, press through your hands and feet. And exhale, tuck the toes, make your way into down dog. And continue to stretch back. Take a moment to come back to the intention that you set for your practice today. Inhale, float the right leg back and up. And then exhale, step it up by the right hand. Stand the ball of the back foot as you come into crescent with your arms out to a T. And then take them up and hook your thumbs and pull your hands away from each other as you lean back just slightly. Try and open up the chest, stretching out the shoulders. As you exhale, we'll bring the hands down, chaturanga. Inhale to press up, and exhale back. Inhale, left leg back and up. As you exhale, step it up by the left hand, stand the ball of the back foot for crescent. Good. Hook the thumbs, other thumb in front, pull the hands away from each other, make some resistance, and then start to lean back, maybe if it feels comfortable, any amount, not so that it hurts anywhere. Good. Pull the right hip back and release the hands down to plank. Chaturanga, inhaling up, exhale back into down dog. So remember, you can always push the pause button, take the knees down and rest anytime you like. And looking forward, step or hop your feet. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to fold. Inhale, bend the knees, chair pose, Utkatasana, and exhale to stand, Samastitihi. Inhale again, bend the knees, Utkatasana, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward, hips over the heels. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, step or float back into chaturanga. Inhale, press through the hands and feet. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right leg floats up, inhale. Exhale, step it up by the right hand. Stand the ball of the back foot for crescent pose. Pull the right hip back. Good. So take your left arm behind you and take the hand toward the center of your back. Take your right arm underneath and see if you can scoot your left hand up toward the center of your back a little bit. And then add the right arm behind you. Maybe you can clasp. If you're close, that should probably help to do it. You can also hold onto your shirt if you can't clasp. Inhale the arms. Exhale, release it. We're going to swing the right leg up. As you do, come onto your forearms for a three-legged dolphin. Lift the shoulders away from the floor. Keep stretching away and then set that leg back down for dolphin. Feet are hips width apart. Make sure that your elbows are right under your shoulders. And then step back about a foot for Dolphin Plank. Reach the crown of the head forward, lift the belly, lift the backs of your knees toward the ceiling. And then walk the feet up, lifting the hips back into Dolphin and into Down Dog. So you can come to the knees first and press to Down Dog, or just right from your forearms. Inhale for the left leg to float up. Exhale to step it through. Stand the ball of the back foot. Come on up, crescent pose. Make sure your left knee is over your ankle. So we're going to bring now the right arm behind, and with the left hand, I'm going to try to scoot my right hand toward the center of the mat a little bit more, and then reach the left arm up and over to see if I can clasp. And if not, hold the shirt. Roll your right shoulder back, spin your left tricep in toward the face, and make sure that your knee is over your ankle in the front leg. And release the hands, reaching up. Exhale, bring the hands back down and swing that leg up as you come right onto your forearms, right into three-legged dolphin. So the lifted leg, the left leg, lifted from the inner thigh. If you want to play a little bit here and take a couple hops, you can. I would recommend using a wall. And then take the feet back down and walk them back for Dolphin Plank. Reach the crown of the head forward and make sure your elbows are still under your shoulders. Lift the backs of your knees up, firm the legs, and then walk your feet forward as you lift your hips, dolphin. Press up into down dog, either from the knees first or right up. And then we're going to take we're going to just stretch out our wrists. So come onto the backs of your hands with your fingertips facing the feet. And maybe walk yourself a little bit forward. If you walk forward, it's going to make that stretch a lot more intense. So just being mindful of that. Now turn the hands so that the fingers face the thumbs. And maybe walk the hands out a little bit. It's good to take care of those wrists. We're on our hands a lot in this type of yoga. And then turn the hands the regular way. Walk yourself into down dog. Inhale, float your right leg up, and exhale, step it through. Make sure your knee is over your ankle in crescent pose. Take the arms to a T, and then bring your right arm on top of the left arm for Garudasana. Lift the elbows, drop the shoulder blades down just slightly, and they'll move away from each other in this position. And stretch through the back leg, get some length, and then maybe you'll lean back just ever so slightly. Doesn't have to be much. Just getting into the shoulders a little bit. So come back to center, reach up, inhale, exhale, bring the hands down, chaturanga. Inhaling up, and exhale back into down dog. Left leg floats up on the inhale. Exhale, step it through. Stand the ball of the back foot crescent. Come on up. Arms out. Left arm over the right for eagle arms, Garudasana. So if that doesn't work, you can also give yourself a hug. Just take the hands onto the shoulders again. It's very similar, moving the shoulder blades away from each other. Lean back ever so slightly if you are steady enough to. Make sure the knee stays over the ankle, the left leg, the front leg. And then inhale, center, and stretch up. Exhale, bring the hands down, chaturanga. Inhaling to up dog or cobra, and exhaling back into down dog. And look to the hands. Step or jump your feet. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale to fold, hips over heels. And then bend the knees. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Drop the hips down and then come to standing Samastitihi. And take a slight bend in the knees. And then we'll cross the right leg on top of the left, either once or wrap it around. And then the left arm on top of the right for the full Garudasana pose. And drop the tailbone. Try and squeeze through the arms and the legs. And then exhale, fold over your thigh. Inhale, come on up. Use the core muscles to stabilize you. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, coming up. Now unwind. Extend the leg back. Reach your fingertips forward and then slowly set the foot to the floor for for crescent with eagle arms. So looking up and leaning back maybe just a little bit gets into our shoulders. And then we'll step that foot all the way back, cross it around back into eagle, Garudasana pose. All right, good job. Release that. Take a little bend in the knees. And we'll cross the left leg on the right once, or wrap it around the calf, and then right arm over left. So again, lifting the elbows a little bit, shoulders move away from each other. And exhale, start to fold over the leg. Inhale, come on up slowly. And exhale, start to fold in. Inhale, come on up. Uncross, slowly step it back. Warrior 3 just briefly. And then set it down and level off the hips. Pull the right hip back. Lean back ever so slightly. Keep the belly drawing in strongly to protect your back. And then we'll walk it forward again. Swinging the leg around. And back to Garudasana. And we'll release it. So it's fun. It's fun to do that. I like that little transition. If you wobble, you wobble. If you fall, you fall. It's no big deal. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, look up. And exhale, step or float back. Inhale, press through your hands and feet. And exhale to down dog. Inhale to plank and lower all the way to the floor. You can always take the knees down first and extend everything up for Shavasana. Arms are by your sides, palms face the legs, inner thighs spinning up, chest forward, back of the neck long, and breathe into the chest. Big breaths. And one more breath, and lower down. So now we'll take a little time strengthening the back muscles. Arms by the ears. Pick everything up off the floor. Pull your belly in and up. Lift your hip points up towards your lower ribs. And just stretch through the arms and through the legs. Just another breath. And release it. Take a moment to rest. And then one more time, arms by the ears, just stretch the arms out in front of you. You can stay with that or reach back for the feet and lift up into Dhanurasana. And there goes our roommate. Lifting up, pressing back. A nice squeaky door. I like that a lot of you made comments that you like the squeaky door. I'm really glad that you like it because I can't see it changing anytime soon. Oh, goodness. Come down to rest. And then bend the knees again, reach for the pinky toe sides of the feet and lift up. Once again, Dhanurasana. If that doesn't work, stick with Shavasana, lifting the chest and the legs, keeping the arms by your sides or by your ears. 3, breathe into the chest. 2, and release. Rest. Feeling that nice open heart energy. The heart is pumping. And then we'll make our way back into child's pose. Hips back to the heels. And just allow your head to rest on the floor or on your hands. Reach the arms forward. Come up onto the knees. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, move through chaturanga. Inhaling to up dog or cobra. And exhaling back into down dog. Look to the hands, step or hop and sit. And then we'll take the soles of the feet together, knees apart for Baddha Konasana. Sit up nice and tall on the inhale. And exhale, hinge from the hips to come forward. Lengthen out the spine. And then inhale, come up a little bit. And then exhale to round down the forehead toward the feet. And then come on up on your inhale. And we'll keep the right knee bent. Extend the left leg out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, turn toward the straight leg to come forward for Janushirasana A. As you inhale, you'll lengthen the spine. As you exhale, extend, reaching the crown of the head forward toward the foot. Try not to let your head drop down. We want to keep length through the spine. And inhale, head up. Exhale, release. Soles of feet together again. And exhale once more into Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. Coming back to center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, extending forward. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Inhale the head up, exhale and release. And make our way onto our backs and hug the knees in. And just rock gently side to side. And we'll take thread the needle, right ankle above the left knee. Bring your hands through and hold your left shin, or you can hold behind the left thigh. Flex your right ankle. You can flex both, but especially the right one. And if you have another hip opening variation you like to do, feel free to do it, but we've already switched sides. So left ankle above the right knee. And we'll release that. And cross the right knee over the left. Draw the knees over to the left side and look over the right shoulder to twist. And then uncross, back to center, hips slightly to the left, left knee over right, and twist. If it's too much to cross your knees, then you don't need to. You can always just bend the knees. Or if you've got another way that you like to take your supine twist, your lying down twist, that's fine too. And then we'll come back to center and set up for Shavasana. So lengthen through the lower back, reach the tailbone toward the heels, draw the shoulder blades toward the waist. Bring your arms out to the sides, slightly let your hands face up, palms up for receiving. Let your feet just flop open, and now release your ujjayi breathing. Just nice, natural breathing. Quiet mind, quiet body, Shavasana. As you're here resting, I have a quote for today from Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Whatever you can do or dream you can, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. And it's a new year. So I encourage you to look at those things that you've been dreaming of doing. Start to make some movements to reawaken your body. Give yourself a nice long stretch overhead. Stretch through your arms and legs, and then bend your knees, roll to the right for a moment, honoring your intention, honoring yourself. And then press yourself up to seated. And take a comfortable seated position, bringing the hands together in front of the heart. And we'll bring our hands to the forehead, reminding us to have clear and loving thoughts. Our hands to the heart, reminding us to have clear and loving intentions. And our hands to the mouth, reminding us to have clear and loving communications, sending out this wonderful energy we created to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today on day 31. We'll be back tomorrow for a nice, fun flow. It's one of my favorite flow sequences, well, part of it. And please push the like button if you like it, and please subscribe and comment. I love your comments. Let me know what your intention it was for this class if you feel like sharing it. If you have any money that you could donate, sorry, that didn't come out that great, but if you can afford to donate any amount, it really, really helps us to keep our mission going to get yoga to as many people as possible, free yoga to as many as we can. We figure the more people who practice, the happier the world will be. Visit fightmasteryoga.com if you want to come on retreat with me. Going to Isla Mulharas in another few weeks. And Sedona this year, also Ojai, California. Have a wonderful day. Bye.